Welcome back. So this video comes from a subscriber question, and the question was, so if you're really starting out, how do you install software? Because I always show that we're using Conda, but if you're not familiar with that, maybe could I do a video that goes over those basics? So here I'm going to show you, if you don't know Conda, I'm just going to show you how we use it. And I'm assuming you know a little bit of Linux and you're a little bit comfortable using the command line. So if you don't, actually you could check out the software carpentry courses, for example. But otherwise, we'll start by going to the website, and here we're using GitHub. And let me start. Yep. And then we can scroll down a little bit, and we will actually use Mamba, which is the faster version. So here we're going to choose, and you should choose the version that's applicable to you. So we're going to choose Linux and x86, and we're going to copy this link. And now I'm going to go to the command line. And here, so this is a machine I really just started. It has nothing. I used an Amazon machine to, so I've really just installed Ubuntu. And now I'm going to be downloading this file with wget, and there it is, and there's the file. And now I'm going to execute it with bash, and it's going to ask me to accept and enter yes, I accept the license. let me just type yes, I accept the license. And here it asks me where I want to install it. So conda or mamba, everything gets installed in a directory which you control. And so in this case, I'm going to accept the default, which is /home/Ubuntu. That's the username /MambaForge, but I'm just going to accept that. But if you want to switch, that's fine. And that just takes a little bit of time, and it's going to be creating this directory with all of these files inside it. And then this is the last step. It's a little bit complicated, the internal details, but just type yes that you want to set up conda init. And then again, for very technical reasons, the easiest is you just log out and log in again, or here I'm just going to start a new bash shell. And so here you can see there's a new bash shell, and just for sake of presentation, I'm going to make the prompt a little bit shorter, so just this $. Okay. All right, so now I've installed Mamba, and if I type Mamba, I have this Mamba command. So this works very well, and you can see it's a sub-command interface. So each command is Mamba something. Let me just start by creating an environment. So this is one of the central concepts in Conda or Mamba, which is everything is in an environment, and you can have multiple separate environments, and each one can have its own set of tools. So here I'm going to create, and I'm going to name it, and I'm going to name it semi-bin, just because here we'll be using the tools that my group develops as examples, but this would apply for anything. And so I'm going to create an environment called semi-bin, but the name could be anything at all, and it's very fast. And then I have to activate it. So Mamba activate semi-bin, and one thing you can see is that the prompt has changed. So I have this semi-bin in parentheses, and now we can install software. And so here I say I want to install, and I mistyped there. I want to use these two channels, CondaForge and bioconda, and so the channels. So there's the default channel. It has a lot of very basic software, but then there's these two other channels that we use a lot. One is bioconda, that has a lot of bioinformatics software, and then CondaForge, which has a lot of software that's generally so it's this open source project to package many Python packages, and also actually almost almost everything nowadays, to be honest. Okay, actually, oh, I think I missed. Yes, I think I typed install twice. So let me just fix that real quick. So yeah, so you can see. Let me just go back a little. You can see the subcommand. So it's mamba install, and then I have to specify that I want to use these 2 channels. You can also add them in your configuration file if you want, and saves you a little bit of typing every time. That's probably actually a good idea. So here for today's tutorial, I'm just typing everything out. But if you check actually in the link in the GitHub, we will show you how to set up these channels once and for all. So, all right, let's just install semi-bin. Yes, I say yes here. You can see it's going to be downloading and installing all of these packages. So for example, here you can see Prodigo, one of the packages that it uses, but also all of this, NumPy is there, as well as some system libraries. I say yes, it downloads everything. So here this runs pretty fast because on Amazon a lot of these connections very good. On your side it might take a little bit longer, but just wait. So here maybe, so it has now downloaded all of this and it's putting it in this environment. So yeah, so let's maybe skip ahead, or we can just wait. We can see that it's going to take just a few more seconds. Maybe we play some music. Okay, right now, just that's done. A little bit of time, and yeah, we can see that, yeah, there it is, semi-bin 2. And if we check the version, oops, again, let me spell version correctly. Yep, it's installed semi-bin version 1.5.1, which is as of today, which is March 2023. This is the latest version. So everything looks good, and so so we could also install more. So for example, let's see, there's also, as I said, there's a lot of packages that are just standard packages. So we could install IPython as well. So let's just see, and here we would be installing it onto the same environment. Again, just accept, downloads. Again, this probably takes a little bit longer unless you have a very good internet connection, but you can see that now IPython's there. And so, as I said, we have this environment concept, and we activate an environment, and then we deactivate it. So now we're back to this base environment, and you can see that semi-bin is no longer available to us. And so let us create, for example, a second environment where we will install ngLess, and again the same process. We activate the environment, and now we here just to show, yeah, we don't have semi-bin in this one, but we can again mamba install. Let me just install ngLess, and this goes again. It's because also how the line breaks in this here. Let me just fix that command line. Yep, install and install. You can see that now it's a little bit faster because it's using the cache, so it doesn't have to download everything from scratch. So it takes a couple of seconds, and in this environment now we'll have available ngLess, and there it is. And you can see we don't have semi-bin 2, but we have ngLess. And now there's this, some people would defend that you should keep separate environments for separate tools. It does make everything a little bit, it simplifies some things in the sense that you don't risk having these conflicts. Maybe it adds a little bit more, cognitive load of keeping track of the different tools in different environments. But you can also, as I just showed, again, install ngLess and semi-bin together in the same environment. This is now a little bit a matter of personal preference. I confess I tend to prefer to have one environment for each project, although sometimes, you know, if you have a tool that requires Python 2 and another tool that requires Python 3, that becomes impossible. But in any case, I just wanted, you know, to show also to have this tutorial to point to, and you know, because we keep always using bioconda, we say, you know, install from bioconda at the beginning of every other tutorial. So now we have one to show you how that works. And let me just also quickly Google for the list of packages that bioconda has. And here's, yeah, so here's, and I'll put all of these links in the discussion below. So if you go, you can see that there's many things here as we go down. You know, you might recognize some of these things. There's all of these bioconductor packages, so I'm gonna actually just skip ahead. You can see there's MetaBat 2 that's just scrolled by. So many tools. I mean, almost the whole world of bioinformatics is available through bioconda. It really simplified our lives, because this used to be one of the major sources of pain while doing bioinformatics. It was just getting through this first step of installing tools, and you know, it's not always 100% perfect, but you know, it's 99% of the times it really just works. And so it's something that you should know about. And this concept of having different environments is also really useful, because you can have, you know, it's like having these little mini computers, or you know, like where you have, you know, here in this environment you install Python, in this environment you install this other thing in this environment, and you can have multiple versions of the same software in parallel, and they are kept separate. So that was it. So you know, again, this came from a subscriber who, you know, made a remark on some of our previous videos. So you know, if you have any questions, you know, feel free to reach out. You know, comment below. You know, reach out by email. You know, if you want, we can schedule a Zoom, and you know, please subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you back very soon.